This one comes to us from rightwingwatch.org. And if you haven't already, go give them a little bit of cash because they do great work. The Family Research Council's Tony Perkins devoted his June 28th Washington update to celebrating the fact that pro-choice Republicans have been nearly completely purged from the party. That's not great. I would not be happy about that because that's just trying to say that their ideas are not welcome here. I mean, interesting. And it says here in quotes, endangered species are usually something we try to protect, but not when those endangered species are pro-abortion Republicans, he wrote. Over the past few years, the GOP has become a tough environment for Republicans who aren't committed to advocating for the unborn. Now, with President Trump boldly leading the charge for life, most of the party's more liberal members have seen the writing on the wall. What were you going to say?
Oh, I'm just to be like, I'm just going to like pull an Oprah and be like, just handing out abortions everywhere. Just like,
you'll get an abortion. And you get an abortion. Hey, you get an abortion.
They're looking for ideological purity within their own like electorate that we have here. You're just going to drive people away. You know, I've been told over the last like 2 years that the reason that Trump won is because the left had some sort of ideological purity test that we had going on, and it drove people away from being liberals and stuff like that.
Like that's the whole problem is that we have this like high and mighty idea that nobody will fit. Nobody is ever going to fit exactly what you want them to be because you are what that is.
No one is ever going to fit exactly what you think because
that's you.
That's you. Yeah. Unless you are the person running.
Do it. Do it now. Like just go and run right now.
Yep.
Do it.
And so Perkins cited a Politico story saying that thanks to a couple of retirements, pro-choice Republicans in the House of Representatives will finally be extinct, he said here. He called anti-choice dominance of the GOP the answer to decades of prayer, adding, so many would argue is the retirement of Justice Anthony Kennedy. No, Kennedy's retiring because there's some shit about to blow up about Deutsche Bank and the fact that his son has been giving Trump loans for a long fucking time.
Yeah, there's some shit there.
Any other fucking person that was in elected office, any other judge, any other time in this whole country's fucking history, something like that would come up, that's a fucking scandal that would remove somebody from office. But because it's Trump, we're like, oh, it's Thursday. You know, we can't do anything about it.
God.
Damn it. So, Trump's appointment of the anti-choice judges has vindicated religious conservatives who backed him, according to Tony Perkins, because that's all they really fucking care about is the unborn. No, they don't care about anybody, really. They just care about women not having choices.
Yeah, that's because really...
They don't care about kids. Otherwise, they wouldn't be abusing them in their churches. They wouldn't be defending pedophiles. They wouldn't be... It's all has to do with how these people want to treat women. It has absolutely nothing to do with the unborn. It has the fact that they want to have control over women's uteruses.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you can have your choices. Like their platform is like you can have your choices if it ends with like I'm so flustered. My mind is moving way faster than my mouth can.
I hate that. Let's see what it says here. Another quote that he has. If we remain persistent in our stand for the truth, God promises that we will see a harvest like we are witnessing today. That ought to be an encouragement to pastors who are engaging the culture on moral issues today. Our friends in California, entire congregations are challenging laws that would take away their freedom to speak openly about areas of sexual bondage. Kinky.
Why are you trying to speak against sexual bondage? Because look, if two people
he's talking about thankfully there's a note in this article here that says that Perkins is mischaracterizing proposed legislation in California that would declare the so-called reparative therapy to be fraudulent.
Oh, yeah, that's totally different.
Yeah, which religious right activists have falsely said would make it criminal to sell the Bible in the state, which It's not like Christians to blow things out of fucking proportion at all, ever.
No, not at all. Never.
And he says, and Perkins continues, right now, they're caught up in the present and can't see the long view, but understand from the life movement where we are right now is not where we'll be in 3 decades if we stand firm on the transcendent truth of God. Yes, the LGBT issue has different dynamics, but truth is truth and it will stand the test of time. Your book has abortion in it. Your Bible has abortion in it.
Truth is a moving target.
Especially for Christians, it seems like fucking hell. Let's see, what else does he say? Perkins is not the only religious right leader looking to the anti-choice movement for inspiration and lessons on how to reverse the advance of the LGBTQ equality. Almost immediately after the Supreme Court's 2015 marriage equality ruling, the Heritage Foundation's Ryan Anderson pushed out a book offering opponents of marriage equality a roadmap to overturning it.
Okay.
You can't.
No, I have a lot.
Why?
You cannot overturn it.
Oh my God. No, marriage, it's this great easy path to be able to be like, hey, your significant other just got put into Instacare and you can't see them now because you're not a couple and only immediate family can see them. Or splitting bills, taxes. This has nothing, it's nothing to do with religion. I just want to be able to see my partner in the hospital or have them be able to see me in the hospital if shit goes down. I want to... I'm just going to talk for hours about this. I'm going to shut up now.
I don't understand Tony Perkins's, big, gigantic, I'm sorry. He doesn't have one. I'm just saying his whole ideology about this is a boner of sorts where he's like, oh, I can't wait to stick it to the women. I can't wait to stick it to the gays. And it's like, if they've been given these rights, who the fuck are you to say take them away? What?
Right?
Why? If we went from a point where they didn't have these rights, like over here on side A, to side B, where they get those rights, even after you've been fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting for fucking decades and trying to make it so people don't get these rights.
Not and they still affect you. Yeah.
And it still gets those rights? Who the fuck are you to say it needs to go back to here? Why?
Right?
What does that make any sense?
Because it says that in his everybody book. Wants it. Except for you few.
I hate Tony Perkins. He has a problem with How to Train Your Dragon because he thought that the one armorer guy is gay, and he could be, but it's
better be.
He better be. What is his name? Gobber? Yeah, Gobber.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Great character. Who plays him? Craig Ferguson?
Yeah.
Great voice actor.
Oh God, that reminds me. Anybody who hasn't needs to see Sense8, the finale.
I'm getting there. Jeez, give me a break.
I'm just going to say that I cried.
Look, I'm thankful that they were given a chance to finish
I have to finish Queer Eye, and I have to finish Glow. And look, it's on my list. And I promised I would not watch it without my wife. So
wait, Glow, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling? They had a second season?
Yes.
I don't even think the original Glow wrestling thing that I watched as a kid, every fucking moment it was on, I don't think it ever got a second season. That's fascinating that a show about the show gets a second season. Meanwhile,
it's amazing, and you need to watch it.
I fucking loved watching Glow wrestling as a kid. I was 7 or 8 when it came out.
Did you watch the first season of the Netflix show?
Come on, man. I don't have time for any of that shit being a podcast guy.
To watch it. God damn it.
I wish I had time for that kind of stuff. So anyway, yeah, you can just straight up go right to hell, Tony Perkins. Dumbledore's gay. Oh no. Gobber's gay. Oh no. Gay people exist. Oh fucking no. And guess what? Not every woman who gets pregnant wants to have that child. So go fuck yourself, man. Seriously.
Also, not every gay person wants to have sex with you.
That's true. I mean, he's not a very good-looking man. Let me put it that way. He looks like a deflated fucking... He looks like the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz lost some straw.
Oh no, bad. Ew.
Yeah.